Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to expand brackets. This is a very basic skill, but you need it in order to achieve this external. Back in year 10, you would have expanded something like x times 5 plus k, but in level 1, you need to know how to multiply and expand two bracketed expressions together, such as x plus 1 times x minus 2. Let's start with a generic example. Here we have bracket a plus b times bracket c plus d. Based on the distributive property of multiplication, we can multiply each term in the first bracket, so that's a and b, by the entirety of the second bracket. So we have a times c plus d plus b times c plus d. So this means that the top expression here is the same as the bottom expression here. Now, by looking at this expression, you will notice that we can apply the distributive property of multiplication again. So look at this and see how they are similar. This means that from the bottom expression, you can get this. Therefore, they are all the same. So we arrive at the conclusion that a plus b times c plus d equals ac plus ad plus bc plus bd. But the problem is, this is a very slow way of expanding, so we want a shortcut. Now notice that if you multiply the terms in the first bracket by every term in the second bracket, you get the bottom expression here. Meaning, if you have a times c, you get ac, and then a times d, you get ad, b times c, you get bc, and finally b times d, you get bd. With this technique in mind, let's do an example. Here we have 5x plus 1 times x plus 3. Now, look at this technique here. We have 5x times x, that's 5x squared. 5x times 3, that's 15x. 1 times x, that's x. And finally, 1 times 3, that's 3. Now look at the signs in the bracket. There's a plus sign here, another plus sign there. That means that there can only be plus signs in the expanded expression. Now, always remember to simplify. So therefore, our final answer will be 5x squared plus 16x plus 3. Now let's think about how to deal with minus signs. One way to look at subtraction is adding a negative number. For example, x minus 2 is the same as x plus negative 2. With this in mind, the first example here becomes x plus 3 times x plus negative 4, which equals x squared plus x plus 3x plus negative 12. We can then simplify, which becomes x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12. Simplify again, and our final answer is x squared minus x minus 12. Now the second example becomes x plus negative 3 times x plus negative 4. And that equals x squared plus negative 4x plus negative 3x plus positive 12, because two negatives makes a positive. We can then simplify. It becomes x squared minus 4x minus 3x plus 12. Simplify again, and our final answer is x squared minus 7x plus 12. To be fast at expanding, I recommend you memorizing this table here. What this table is saying is when you have two plus signs, and one in each bracket, and then when you expand those brackets, you are going to get two plus signs out of it. But if you have a plus sign and then a minus sign, you're going to end up expanding into two minus signs. Similarly, we have a minus sign in the first bracket and then a plus sign in the second bracket, you're still going to end up having two minus signs once you expand those two brackets. But if you have two minus signs, one in each bracket, you're going to end up with the expanded form where the first term and the second term is linked with a minus sign, and then the second term and the third term has a plus sign in between them. Finally, you definitely should memorize these three formulas. Not only are they important in level 1 mathematics, they will also be used in year 12 and year 13. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you want some more practice at expanding brackets, you can start with trying to prove these three formulas, and then have a go at these examples.